G'day guys, it's Dan from Certified Energy Solutions, and we've got Gary from Stark Engineering here, Warwick Cattle Crush, the famous cattle crush system, yeah?
Morning.
Yep, so we're out at AGquip here, 2024, and we've got something new we brought out to the show. So we've obviously come out here and we're working with Gary, providing off-grid power solutions for his cattle crush systems. And,
which we have done for the last couple of years.
Which we have, yeah, we're all the first ones in Australia, weren't we, mate?
Yep.
About 3 years ago we powered up one with the RedEarth Blackmax on a property out near Gympie. But yeah, so we've gone a little bit further now. We've got larger systems, larger mobile off-grid solutions, and I thought we'd bring something new out to the show. So we might go for a quick little wander around and we'll have a look at these things in action, eh? What do you reckon? Yeah, get you on the levers, mate.
Beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Good day to go.
It's going to be a cracking show, this one. As you can see, the boys have spared no expense setting up the stand. So here we go. Which one do you want to have a crack at, mate?
Well, this is our hydraulic cattle crush. It's
Yep.
the ZT Exotic.
Yep.
Starts around the $28,000 and you can go from there. So everything is built, custom built to your requirements. So that way you're not going to get all the bells and whistles you don't need. So you can run it off a Honda power unit or a 2.2 electric motor, or as we're going forward now, we're going to run the whole thing off
solar and off-grid power.
The whole field day here, the site today is run off this solar panel.
Yeah, because normally when you're out here, you're running off a noisy diesel generator and you've got to shout for 3 days straight, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. So we haven't got to start a Honda up to work the calf cradle or the crush. So
have a look at that.
Crush. You've got your hydraulic vet door, you've got your screws, we've got this flow down for the
have a look at it.
For the field day.
I'll spin that and see it, how smooth. And it's all about making their lives easier, isn't it, mate?
Well,
safer for the cattle.
Crushes. People come in to buy a manual crush. They're looking at probably a $15,000 or $10,000 cattle crush to do their 500 head. And mum and dad in their late 60s, and the kids aren't coming home so often. So and all of a sudden they start having a look at one of these, and mum's the one that says, right, I think we'll have a look at this, and it saves her walking up and down the race. They come in and looking for a $10,000 job, and they'll go out with a $50,000 radio control, opening the gates with a TV remote. It's a great sensation when they come back to me a couple of weeks later after they've got their crush and say, we ran 450 head through this morning and we couldn't believe how much easier it was.
How much, and you even said it's helped out some disabled people as well. So you're pretty proud about that.
Our first solar went in about 3 years ago, and the Dion Williams, he was heading towards a wheelchair with a disability disease. Anyway, he requested just a hydraulic crush to start with the calf cradle, and he was going to run it off his Bobcat because he was just slowly building up. And I said, well, you can get the Honda or the electric. Anyway, he came back to me about 6 months after he had them all installed, and he put a shed over it, did a beautiful job, and he got the electric motor, and then down here put the solar panel systems in, and the whole system, the calf cradle, everything runs off the...
Mate, I never saw a bloke smile so much, eh?
After about $18,000, it's going to cost him $17,000 for a generator to run the system, and it'd be ongoing cost of diesel and everything else. Put in a solar panel system for about 18.5. And mate, he's
never looked back, did he?
Never looked good.
He's a good bloke, Darren and Carol, but great people, still mates with old Carol too. But so basically it's all about making life easier, and obviously, you know, couple of renewable energy, you've got no ongoing maintenance, diesel costs, all the rest of it. You've got an automated system here which makes your operation faster and smoother. And probably safer for the cattle too, because it's a really controlled mechanism the way you've done it here. So,
well, compare with air crushers and things like that. Cattle crushers, hydraulic are softer and easier on the cattle. They're easier to operate. They're not so severe. The hydraulics have never given us any problems over the years. We've got crushers out there that are 20, 30 years old, and they're just coming back and they've done 1 million head. And
that's a lot of cattle.
And they're coming back for a revamp. So
that's it. And at least you'll be around to service them as well. That's the important thing as well. So
I bought Warwick Cattle Crush after 15 years of being in business.
Yep.
I bought Warwick Cattle Crush back in the 84, 85, and we've had it. We bought it on 2 models, and we've got something like 17 different models now.
Yeah, wow.
And we've sold something like around Australia and about 20 odd countries around the world.
Yep.
With about 150,000 crushers out there.
Unreal.
So
that's even an export product around the world, eh?
Well,
Putting Australia on the map
we
with the
export every
livestock.
month. We're usually sending a container, a couple of containers.
Yep.
We've done all the British Isles, Europe, Middle East.
Yep.
Most of Asia.
Wow.
Right down as far as the Falkland Islands, as high as up as the Shetland Islands.
Yep.
Christmas Island. Anywhere where the DPI or CSIRO operate quarantine stations, we've been able to supply. So
yeah, it's a big Australian brand. Great product. No, it's awesome, mate. Well, we might go for a bit of a wander over the off-grid system so people can see what's powering up. So we've actually got 2 of these running. We've got a 3,000 watt hydraulic electric motor on this one and a 2,000 watt motor over on that one. Vice versa, sorry, back to front. But yeah, so basically we'll go over and have a look at the system that's powering up the whole entire lot. And the calf cradle, here we go, yep.
Hydraulic calf cradle takes the hard work out of it.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, right. Okay.
We just had someone pop over to say g'day.
Harry's been supplying our wheels and tyres. And
right. Well, you better make time for Harry, so.
30 years.
Can't ignore Harry then, mate.
But Harry's retired, but he still comes back for.
Oh, yep.
That's their system next door.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, the old OTR Australia tyres and wheels, eh? Yep. That makes sense. No, that tipper is actually a really impressive thing to watch in action too, eh? It's really good stuff.
2 seconds, I'll switch that over.
Yeah, mate, yeah, switch it over. So yeah, we're pretty excited for this show because this is really the first time something's been different, offered to the industry, the agricultural and livestock industry. So pretty proud of that. Have a look at this thing. Some smooth action on it. Have a look at it.
We slowed this down for the field day because but you can go up to 120 and
it's nice and silent. Nice and silent. That's what you want. Rightio, so we're getting 8 minutes, so I better shoot over the other side now and we'll start getting the, I'll show over the off-grid system.
You go for it.
Beauty, mate. Appreciate it. Thanks for your time, buddy.
Good to talk to you.
So yeah, Stark Engineering, give him a hoy if you're looking for something like that. There's some of his lads. Obviously, he's our standout here, so we've got that mobile off-grid system over there, which we'll get to in a second. And this one here, so this big bertha. So the SK10, so it's got a 10 kilowatt output inside. We've got a 9 kVA generator, Kubota lowboy, hooked up to her, as you can see. All the power's running out via 15 amp plugs over to Gary's gear. And if we open this thing up here, we'll see the inside of it. So this is Australian made, so we actually make these things in Gympie. They've got an Australian made battery in there, lithium technology, MPS out of Melbourne. Nice little touch screen up here. There's our inverter and our MPPT. So this one's got just a bit over 3 kilowatts of solar panels up on the roof. So more than enough. And you can see here our stats. There's the loads. As he's operating that hydraulic system over there, it's spiking all over the place. I think the max we saw was about 5,000 watts load with both of them in full swing. So not even half the system's capacity, which is brilliant. And obviously we utilise Victron Multiplus in this system. There's our battery capacity, solar input, and also AC load. So you've also got wireless remote monitoring on this as well, and you can see it on your mobile phone off property. And realistically, this one here can be transported on that dual axle trailer behind. You can drop it on site and you can have it folded out with a tram system, because it all folds down for transport. Fold out with a tram system in about 5 minutes flat and have all that power on demand, ready to rock and roll. Then we've got Craig here trying to set up and clean all the dust off. We've got the RedEarth bush chook here that'll probably be a bit of a hit over the next few days. Always draws in a lot of people to have a look there. So that's a hybrid and an off-grid product. And we've got the SIG and store system, SIG Energy. This is getting really popular these days. So yeah, cracking system, these ones here, nice and modular and expandable. We've got a nice little demo system there for one of the big dingo systems on a cattle property up north. And when we go over here, we've got our Sky Energy powered mobile off-grid trailer. So it's a similar concept to the big skid, which is more of an industrial. This is basically a little bit lighter duty, but will still serve a purpose out in a rural property. or wherever you need mobile power essentially. So we've got an 8,000 watt inverter in there. We've got over 5 kilowatts of solar panels, so you've got a larger solar array. Then if we go and take a walk into our custom made trailer, you can see we've got the Kubota. So we're all about quality gear here. We try and make sure we use the best of the best. And what that means is better reliability for the customer. And as you can see inside of the Skybox system, Sky Energy, these are manufactured in Melbourne. They also chose to utilise the Victron setup as well. So it's all Victron components, and they use either a Polymtech or a BSL battery in their systems. So they've got a couple of different options. So another really cool product. Well made, and we've got our touchscreen control, same as our big system over there. So yeah, if you're looking for a mobile, really fast deployed power solution, you stick it running diesel, keeping the tanks filled up, then this is the go. You got no maintenance really, no diesel cost, all the rest of it. The generator's there solely as a backup device or to assist loads if it needs to come in, so minimal use. Anyway, bit of a walk around, got to meet Gary. Say g'day to Craig.
How you going?
There we go, we just went over the Stark Industry system over there and just showed how it was
right,
powered
okay.
up, mate. But
Hey guys.
yeah, thought I'd get it up there. We're at 12 minutes now, so I better cut it short. But yeah, pop down and see us down in Craig at Certified Energy Solutions, site 19 and 20 at AGquip. Catch you out here.